Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hello. Welcome. Please, everybody be on mute if you can. The sooner we're all on mute, the faster we'll have a fantastic event. It works best when the only person that's not on mute is the person. And I appreciate all of you coming, but it's real important we get everybody on mute here. Especially because our audience size just keeps getting huge. We are becoming a huge community. It is so fun to be part of this journey, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I want to thank you all for being on the journey with me and our team. Welcome to Venture Starters. We're going to be letting a bunch of people in. There's still dozens and dozens that are arriving right now. So give me just one moment to get us in here and get the mutes all going. And then we're going to have a great event tonight. I'm so happy you're all here. Fantastic. Okay, it's starting to sound quiet. Thank you all for being on mute so that this can be a successful event. All right. Started at least with my comments. More people will be coming in the room, and it'll be interesting to see. Oops, sorry. We're still having feedback issues there. Okay. If any of you have two devices going for tonight, it's really, really important that you are managing at your mutes on both devices. We've already had some problems with that, so don't be the one that accidentally ruins the experience for everybody, and that includes being in the breakout rooms. So we'll talk about that in a minute again. All right, so hi, my name is Mark November. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so very much. I created this event 5 months ago with the help of Luke, who will also be here tonight. Show Luke some love and hire him. He's a great person to hire as a coach or a consultant. We basically started this thing with a small group of people, and it just keeps growing every week. We had over 1,000 people register again today. I want to thank everybody who receives multiple emails from me. I've had a few people suggest that I reduce the number of emails that I send out leading up to these events, but I want you to know two things. One is that we get a better turnout when I do multiple emails. I hate to say it, it just does work out that way. We get more people here, and my entire goal for having this event is to get the largest audience possible so we can make the biggest difference in the lives of all of you, especially the startups that have amazing technologies that need to be unleashed. So size and scale matters. And the other is that I'm not charging anybody anything. So all I'm asking of you, instead of me charging you, at least at this time, is that you do accept all those emails that come from me. I think it's a very low price to pay so that we can essentially get everybody in the room that we need, and you don't have to actually be paying for this. I'm solely paying, my family is solely paying to put this event on. And we really enjoy what's happening, and it's amazing to see where we're all heading. But, you know, understand that I need to send those emails out so we can get everybody here. It's busy time of the day, and we may move our event by 1 hour a little bit later, but we'll play around with that as we go forward to see what time ends up working best. So for those that are just joining, please be on mute. It's important that everybody is on mute for this event to work. That's the most important message, because we just had another 50 people come into the room. So we are venture starters because we are the people that start ventures. We are the investors that back ventures. We're the people that want to join startup teams. We're a bunch of people here in this room that all want to help manifest some amazing outcomes for startups. And that, I think, is why our community continues to grow so big, because there is a demand for getting all these startup and amazing ideas unleashed to do great things for the world and for people. We're 5 months old, but we're growing daily. This event works best if everybody is on mute. The chat is where you'll meet everybody if you're on the main stage. So you might want to consider opening up the chat. A lot happens in the chat. You're welcome just to watch as well, you know, as a spectator. We do have a few that come as spectators. To get into the queue to pitch, you need to select the hand raise digitally, which is a part of the reaction button. And I already see that we have 40 plus people, but I'm going to shake things up for a moment. And I'm going to essentially ask everybody who has pitched in the last 4 sessions to unmark their hand raise, because I want you guys in the second hour. I would really like it if we could bring people forward that have not pitched in the last few weeks and see if they can get in the queue first. I apologize that I'm scrambling things up, but I think it's only fair that we try and bring some of the newer founders who don't know how important it is to get into the queue quickly, like many of you who've been here for a long time and know that if you arrive right on time, you can get in the queue quick and be one of the early presenters. So I still see a few people who've presented in the last few weeks that are right in at least the top 20, and I would appreciate it if you'll reorient yourself to the bottom 20 instead of the top 20, you know, just out of fairness, and don't want to be pointing anybody out. Okay, so we're going to have breakout rooms tonight, and hopefully there won't be a meltdown like last week. Really apologize for last week. I'm learning Zoom just along with you. This is literally a learning curve for me and most of you. Some of you even know how to do these events better than me, but I apologize. It's taking a little bit of time. So last week we had 50 breakout rooms, and Zoom pretty much crunched us around 100 plus people that wanted to get into them. Yet there were another 200 to 400 people that arrived that night that might have wanted to go into the breakout rooms but couldn't. And so we never really got a chance to see how that all is going to work. Tonight, we're just going to do 30 breakout rooms. You may notice that some of the rooms that we had last week just aren't there, and maybe they deserve to be among 30. But when we do 30, according to Zoom, we'll be able to have 400 people out of tonight's audience that can go into the breakout rooms. But for many of you, I'd like you to stay on the main stage where I'm going to be, which essentially the main room, which essentially is, you know, where we're going to have at least 40 people tonight pitch, doing a 2-minute elevator pitch. And I think, as always, there's going to be amazing people here. Now, after you finish pitching, you might even want to say, I'll meet you in a certain room. Hopefully tonight you'll be able to say that and it'll actually happen. So that's my goal. We're learning and we're trying to make the technology work for us. I will say that I've evaluated 3 other platforms this week. There are some amazing things out there, and we're going to probably experiment with at least 1 or 2 of them in the next 60 days to see how everybody likes those, because people are developing platforms that are more sophisticated than Zoom, that'll do more for us than Zoom. And so it's just a consideration. A cost of putting these things on is also a consideration. The event is designed as a networking event, and the only way that we can network is not for you to come here and sell us on every little detail. It's to do a 2-minute little tease, 2-minute elevator pitch on the main room that I'm moderating. But when you're in the breakout rooms, just 2 minutes per person, go around the rooms. I want to thank all the moderators that have volunteered. You guys rock. I mean, you're all amazing, and thank you for taking on those roles. Your job isn't, though, to be a major referee. It's just to remind people 2 minutes and try and organize the conversation so everybody who wants to say something in a breakout room can. It may turn out that the breakout rooms are very small, and if nobody shows up and you're a moderator, feel free to leave. You're not stuck there. This isn't like a job in that regard. And we're all learning. So if our moderators aren't perfect, understand that. Those of you who are going to be visiting those rooms, let's all sort of work together as a community. This is indeed a community we're building to try and help each other out. That's the whole idea here. We do this every Wednesday except for holidays. I personally believe that if you keep coming back, you're going to be able to meet more and more people. And the more people you meet, the greater the likelihood of success, both career-wise and for your startup. I just know that old-fashioned networking works, and that's what we're trying to accomplish here. For many of you, especially those that are pitching, you should click on the 3 dots on your picture and click the rename option and add your email after your real name if you want people to actually be able to reach out to you, especially from the YouTube replays. We get a lot of people from around the world that'll watch the YouTube replays of our events. In fact, tonight we have some people here who found us through those YouTube replays, and there's no way to reach you unless you actually have your email address after your name. So, think about that, and it might be useful just from a networking perspective. The rules of this event are always the same. Be nice, play nice. Nice is important. I want us to be a nice community. This isn't where we're going to come and argue. This is where everybody just meets each other, and you can then go outside of the event to have real conversations to see if you fit each other. And this is a guarantee. There are going to be some bad apples in our crowd now because we are too big. When you have this many people, we're over 400 already, and we just are into this for 10 minutes. So we're going to have over 500 that'll for sure attend at least 5, 10, 20 minutes, and people are going to be coming and going. But when you have an audience that's this big, that it is an absolute certainty that some of the people who got in, this is just an open to the public event, are not going to be looking out for your interests. So please be careful. And anybody who is saying that they know me personally or that somehow I'm advocating for them, just want you to know, don't, take that all with a grain of salt. Even though I may know a lot of people, doesn't mean I would recommend you get into business with them. I may not know them on that level. So, treat this as like any other networking event where you would have some level of caution. That just makes a lot of sense. And I don't want to be held liable for anything. So really, it's all on you guys to figure that out. Tonight, we're going to have 40 pitches, approximately 30 breakout rooms. Again, thank you to the moderators. The agenda is that I'm going to bring up 2 speakers, 2 companies. They're going to speak first. And both of these companies I have a financial interest in. And that's the reason I'm bringing them forward. And I'm going to make them the initial people that speak. And if, good events happen with both of them, it'll turn out good for me. So I'm promoting them both. I think they're fantastic companies. They're going to be the ones that speak before I start with the regular queue. And then as soon as I finish with those 2, sort of, I would call special guest speakers, we're going to open up the breakout rooms. And I would like the moderators to go into the rooms first and give everybody a chance to let the moderators at least get into the room for 30, 60 seconds. Takes time. You all need to look for how you get into the breakout. There's 4 boxes on your screen somewhere that when I open up the breakout rooms, you should be able to see something that says breakout rooms. And hopefully everybody's app is a little different from Zoom, depending on when you downloaded it, and they have different versions, but hopefully you'll be able to find the breakout option if you want to go into the breakout rooms. You're welcome to stay in the main room with me. Let's see. I'll be bringing everybody back at the end of the program for 5 or 10 minutes. Last couple of times it went on for like an hour because everybody had so many things to say and suggestions to make. But I will be bringing everybody back towards the very end of the 2 hours. And that's it with my comments. Sorry it took so long, but especially for a bunch of the newbies here, just want to make sure you all know what you're getting yourself into. So I just want to say that even though I might have sent fear about the bad apples in our group, we have so many good apples. And I've been talking to so many of you over the last few weeks. And what I am hearing is that those of you who are networking are meeting up with people. It may not be who you need yet. It might be that you already met who you need, but things are going good and outcomes are strong and very optimistic. And I highly encourage you to use this as not just come and pitch and leave, but come and network and get to know everybody here. There's a lot of amazingly talented people in our community now. I've even spent money on ads to attract the right type of amazingly talented people who can join startups, that know where money is, know how to scale, know people, know buyers, have industry expertise, and can help many of you even as an advisory role. So for those of you who are pitching tonight, please include that you may need help, not just money. And make sure you tell us how much you need. I can't believe how many people pitch and they never say at the end how much money they're looking for if it is you're raising money. I mean, there are investors in our room. According to the polls that I'm doing, about 100 people in the room, when we have 500 of the 10, classify themselves as investors, various different type of investors. So there's investors here. At least ask, give us a number, so we have an idea of what you're looking for. And so with that said, I'm going to introduce, and hopefully they're both here right now. The first company up is a company called Slab. And I met them right before Christmas. And what they basically are doing, of course, they'll tell you in a much better way than I am, but they're sort of disrupting the marketing side for the publishers of games, like video games, and giving them a chance to actually, be shoulder to shoulder with the big guys and get those kind of big revenues and eyeballs. So if the Slab guys are here right now, I'd love it if you guys would go on unmute. Anat and Sebastian, are one of or both of you here?
Hey, good evening, Mark. We are both here. Thanks for the kind introduction, Mark. And really crazy to see this amount of people. And really congratulations to the mind-blowing success of this event. It's great, right? And we're working now with Mark since a while, so it's a real pleasure. Very positive, and thanks a lot. I'm here, of course, to pitch, right? So I try to keep it as short as possible. Let's see if it's something interesting for one or the other. It's a real pleasure to be here just another time and really have also the opportunity to show what we're doing. I'm Sebastian, founder of Slab and responsible primarily for technology and the product. It's my second time here, so I'd like to just quickly reiterate what we have done at Slab and give an update of our progress as well. Today, there are over 600,000 games in each of the main mobile app stores. Over 90% of those have been developed and published by small and medium game studios and publishers. Those studios struggle to get users into their games, and they fail to capture their share of the ever-growing global $100 billion market. That means that over 500,000 games, in fact, are leaving a lot of money on the table. And it is actually very complex and expensive to publish and distribute your game to the global mobile audience. It requires skills and a lot of resources, which the majority of game developers and most often even publishers just don't have, can't find, and or can't afford. Slab completely changes this major challenge for the first time. We collect vast amounts of data to completely automate the major manual publishing processes for developers. And this enables then the game developers and publishers to reach their widest audience very quickly and cost effectively with just a single click on a button. Currently, we have over 600 customers on our platform, growing by 20% every month. And even more exciting is that we started piloting Slab with one of the largest publishers who came to us organically over the last few weeks. We and our team are currently really literally overwhelmed by the demand of our platform, and we require urgent development to unlock our key monetization features as fast as possible and really starting generating revenue. Ultimately, we believe that we are on a very fast track to get to $100 million annual revenue by taking a percentage of the revenue of our customers within the next 5 years due to the huge demand and lack of alternatives. Anand, with whom I founded Slab, and I have collected really a vast amount of experience in the gaming industry over the last 2 decades as developers, marketeers, and running B2B companies. We know exactly what it takes to make this happen. So far, we have raised a bit over $400,000, operating very lean, and are raising now a round of $2 million to be closed within the next 4 to 6 weeks to continue the development of our platform and certainly ramp up monetization significantly within the next 6 to 12 months with our clear and proven go-to-market strategy. If you can help us, please reach out to us. Our contact details and more information are in the chat, and we are available in one of the breakout rooms for gaming and entertainment. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so up next is PJ with Modvans. I sent this out earlier in an email, and I don't know if any of you had a chance to go and click on modvans.com. But PJ and his wife, Lori, they have built a beautiful company. They have sold over 100 of these amazing recreation vehicle vans. They have a 2-year waiting list of people interested in buying what they have. They can't make them fast enough. They have outgrown their space. I don't need to want to give the entire pitch because PJ will do a better job. But what I do want to say is today is PJ's birthday. And it would be awesome if some investors that would be interested in helping him scale up his company so he can be the unicorn I instinctively know he's about to become. This would be the day for you to present yourself and reach out to him. PJ, where are you?
I'm right here, Mark. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Thanks for that great introduction. Thanks for letting everybody know about my birthday. We did have a great birthday here at Mod Vans at work. Hamburgers and ice cream and cookies. So I'm feeling a little sleepy, but I think I can do it. All right. So I'm PJ Tezza, CEO and co-founder of Mod Vans. As Mark said, Mod Vans designs and manufactures high-tech multi-purpose vehicles with camping features, and we sell direct to consumers on our website, modvans.com. We actually offer 6 different models in 3 different sizes, and our uniquely designed vehicles fit the sweet spot between SUVs and traditional RVs, both markets which are very large in the US. Half of our customers report replacing their everyday vehicle with a Mod Vans vehicle. Mod Vans has been in business for 5 years, and we've delivered over 130 vehicles to happy customers all over the US. We've grown production and revenue every year, including those tough times of COVID, supply chain, and stuff like that. And we had almost $5 million in revenue in 2022. Mod Vans is far ahead of its competition in both design and technology. We like to call ourselves the Tesla of RVs. We have a long list of innovative features, including the largest available lithium battery in any RV and in-house designed cloud-connected RV monitoring and control system. We have over $6 million in committed orders with deposits. We're currently raising $1 million from investors to help us move to a larger manufacturing facility and expand production capacity. We look forward to talking to you more about Mod Vans soon. Thanks.
Fantastic. I really love this company. And all of the investors that know me, please take a look at this one. Okay, let me go on, get everybody on mute again. And okay, so what I like to do next is let's experiment with breakout rooms again. Like a lot of you said you liked them, but those were the ones that got in. And then there were all of those that couldn't get in, and everybody was frustrated last week. So we had sort of a Zoom meltdown, although I was so happy that 400 of you still hung around, even though I couldn't get the technology working, and we were able to still have a great event, I have to say. But that said, I'm going to open up all the rooms again, and hopefully this will work this time. And if you'll just let the moderators first, here we go, open all rooms. So I guess the first thing to do is look for where you can get to the breakout rooms. Those of you who are in the queue to pitch, you're going to have to stay in the queue to pitch. You're not going to be able to go to the breakout rooms right now. You'll have to wait until after you pitch. But for those that can, the moderators can go, start figuring that out. And now everybody else, if you can start to look for, on my computer, it's 4 boxes that are stacked 2 over 2. And that's where I'm able to find the breakout rooms. I do know from others that there's other features on previous versions. And let's see if we're getting anybody that's able to. Okay, we're starting to get people moving over. Okay, it's slowly happening. Okay. Oh, good. 6 people are in one room. All right, so there's some good signs here. So here's my thinking. You can come back and forth between this main stage, and the breakout rooms are really where you can have better conversations that are a little bit more meaningful. So, feel free to go back and forth and explore both. And then at the very end of the program, I'm going to bring everybody back for a few minutes, and we'll see what people like and don't like. I have lots of ideas as to where to take the community, but I want you all to come along for the ride and be part of the process as we figure it all out together. So, my goal is, and I know this will sound kind of crazy, but if everything works out all right, it won't be long before we have 1,000 people live instead of 500. And then it won't be long after that that we scale this 10,000 people that show up live on a Wednesday. And how we would manage that won't be in a Zoom meeting for sure. But I'm looking at these other platforms, and I think that the startup community is looking for this type of networking opportunity. And if we make it work for them, for all of you, they're going to all come, or a lot of them are going to come, and especially if we continue to offer this as a free service to the startup community. And we'll figure that out as we go too, because there are a lot of expenses involved in all this. So let's get going now for our traditional pitch. Thank you for hanging in there this long. And we still have over almost 270 people in the main room, which is great. So first up is Ben. Ben with Memory Gardens, you're the first to pitch. Please make them 2 minutes, and let's have a fantastic night, everybody.
Thank you. Welcome to Memory Gardens, the innovative platform that bridges the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. As a founder and CEO, I bring a wealth of experience in entrepreneurship as cloud solution, infrastructure, and blockchain to the table. Our mission is to make blockchain and data storage simple, secure, and accessible to everybody. We have developed a revolutionary technology that allows you to store valuable information on blockchain, ensuring that it's always safe and secure. Easy to use interface, you can access your data anytime, anywhere, without the need to understand Web3 or blockchain. Memory Gardens is more than a storage solution. It's a game changer for those who need to interact with the internet. Our Web 2 to Web 3 bridge. We are revolutionizing the way you have to share information, making it more transferable and decentralized. The future of data is here, and Memory Gardens is leading the way. The best part, once you store the data on Memory Gardens, you never have to worry about it ever again. We got you covered with our out-of-the-state-art security protocol and 24/7 monitoring. Your data is always safe and can never be deleted or removed. Join the Memory Garden community and take control of your digital legacy today. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate that. Meet Ben in the chat or in a breakout room. Up next is David. Good to see you, David.
Thanks. Thanks, Mark. My name is David Hirschfeld. I'm founder of Techies, and I've been building software apps for startups for the last 17 years. I've worked with over 60 startups, and a few of them very successful, but unfortunately, the majority of them fail in huge numbers. They all fail for the same reason. They fail because they lack product market fit, and that's because they wait way too long to focus on the customer, to focus on the problem. Instead, they're focused on their product and their features, and they get to the market and they realize they built the wrong thing for the wrong person. So I created a methodology specifically that came out of this called Launch First, where I help software startups generate revenue from pre-launch sales before we write a line of code. This is a way of proving product market fit, making it quick and fast to pivot, and using that revenue to help fund development. I'm looking for relationships with venture studios and anybody who can really break open the startup community so that we can prevent so many software startups from failing. My name is David Hirschfeld, and I'll put all my information into the chat. See you in the breakout rooms.
Great. Thanks, David. Up next is Renee. Renee Rodriguez.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Renee Rodriguez, founder of Speaking Roses International. Think about a piece of paper. Depending on the message and the design, it can become books, magazines, or a greeting card. And each one of those become multi-billion-dollar industries. Mm-hmm. I have patented the ability to print directly messages on fresh live flowers. Depending on the message, the flower will become part of an industry, like a promotional product, like a licensing product. Our product is being featured in over 500 media publications. I went to the promotional industry in Las Vegas, the largest promotional product industry in the world, and I won the best product in the show, and I literally died by indigestion. So now I started a product, a system with this licensing, which I proved, and now I'm ready to move to the franchise model to become the Starbucks in the world in an industry that's never been disrupted in the world. This is the oldest industry in the planet, older than prostitution, and the only one does not have a branded category king in that industry. And I have everything ready to become that one. So I'm looking for $250,000 to go into our crowdfunding campaign, which we're raising $5 million. Anybody wants to join us? We have sold over $30 million in licensing products, and now we're ready to the franchise model. So we'd love to talk to you guys more. I'll be in the angel investor chat.
All right, very interesting. Never heard of anything like that before. Up next is Fred.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Let me introduce you to Luxt. My name is Fred Refson. I'm the COO of Luxt, which is the only e-commerce platform that solves one of the greatest threats to the luxury business. Namely, how do brands control what happens to their off-market inventory without killing their brand and providing authenticity to the luxury customer? It's a big problem because over the next few years, excess inventory is going to cost over $70 billion. And every traditional alternative, from resellers to liquidators, discounters, risks destroying the brand and eroding consumer confidence. We give brands total control over every aspect of the business. That's Luxt, plain and simple. We're built, we're live, we're testing with a few pilot brands, looking to raise $500,000 for marketing, tech, and customer experience. Thanks much.
Thanks, Fred. That was a perfect, short, and concise pitch. Appreciate it. Up next is Breck.
Hey, thank you, Mark. Let me tell you real quickly about a commonly prescribed pain medication that has over 150,000, no, just kidding, just 150. It seems like 150,000 bad side effects, but just over 150 side effects, like sensitivity to touch, bloating, blood in your urine, blurry vision, change in balance, chest pains, chills, and the list goes on and on and on. I tell you that because I did a post last week about this medication, Tramadol, and it's part of my Scary Drug Facts campaign. And it did over 2.6 million views, 2,500 comments, and over 1,000 people are requesting to join my Facebook group. There are patients that want something different, and so that's what we're setting up. So my name is Breck Rice. I am the founder of Foy Therapy. I get to work with healthcare professionals who save lives and help patients live longer, feel better, and most importantly, actually get better. These are retail clinics that we set up in our community pharmacies. I have a network of over 20,000 community pharmacies. Not all of them have clinical space, but those that do, we're setting up Foy Therapy, taking a conventional medicine and combining that with complementary integrative medicine. Pharmacogenomics, we're actually doing more deprescribing, taking patients off of medications than putting them on medications. Did you know that 99% of the population carries at least one gene variation that affects how they metabolize or respond to meds? Well, we're helping with that with Foy Therapy. So we're in our angel round. We're raising 200,000. We're seeking that 200K through a conventional, a convertible note. That'd be about 2% of the company. Valuation is around 10 million right now, but it's a rolling close, so it's valuated at 2% today. In 60 to 90 days, we'll be closer to 13, 15 million valuation. So I'm anxious to talk to anyone that would like to hear more.
Thanks, Breck. It sounds fascinating. Up next is Andrew.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew. First, thank you. Thank you so much, Mark, for creating this incredible society. I really appreciate being here, see it growing, delivering value, and meet all the amazing people there. As value is concerned, we all see how capital becomes more expensive and market hardened these days. So both clients and investors become more demanding to every product and service they purchase or company they invest into. There are a lot of founders here, and my message is to you. No one knows and no one loves your business more than you do. But loving eyes may be blind to some issues that don't allow the business to realize its full potential, be economically sustainable, and provide its customers with the value that exceeds the price. As a seasoned CFO, strategy, and business development executive with more than 20 years of experience in finance, consulting, and IT industries, I will provide you with another pair of eyes that will look at your business from expert point of view. I would not tell you how to run your business, but I can point out things in your financial model and your value proposition and ask right questions about your strategies and processes that will help you to revise your business model and make it more attractive to both clients and investors. Please contact me. I will leave my email along with LinkedIn profile and chat, and together we'll find ways to make your business more successful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andrew. Up next is, I'm sorry, Marwan.
Yeah, Arabic name, hard to pronounce. Hi guys, my name is Marwan. I'm an investment strategist at a startup called Locomobi World. So I'm sure we have all encountered situations where we get frustrated with parking, whether it's losing your ticket or your card not working as you exit. Also, is there anything worse than having to brave a storm just to pay for your gas? Those are just a few predicaments that Locomobi World can help resolve. Our flagship product, WorldStream, is the most complete mobility management solution on the market. We connect mobile pay stations with LPR cameras and provide real-time data updates on revenue, equipment status, and customer metrics using visual recognition and AI software. Urbanization continues to drive demand to mixed-use buildings. The need for secure, automated, and convenient solutions has become an urgent matter. With the growth in drive-through and curbside pickup offerings accelerated by the impact of COVID-19, people are looking for a frictionless lifestyle more than ever. That's why we believe these features should be just that. Our solutions accommodated a broad range of environments, including municipalities, garages, commercial and residential buildings, hotels, airports, medical centers, you name it. Having over 100 active deployments and 38 developers in the Greater Toronto area, and are currently expanding our US operations. We are an innovator in mixed-use vehicle tracking and access management, boasting the most complete parking management solution on the market, and the highest read rate in the industry, which is 99.9% recognition with our LPR cameras. Just to paint a picture for you guys, if I can get a volunteer from the audience to get to read this license plate that's right behind me over here. I know it's pretty fuzzy, but that's the point of it. Is there anyone?
BWYX.
And then there's 3 more numbers.
77.
Not close. BWYX. Sorry?
470.
472. Pretty close. That's just to paint a picture of how accurate our LPR cameras are. Our year-over-year growth rates are extremely high, with over 1,000% increase in new bookings, over 2,000% in new quotes, and 250% projects won. What makes us unique, though, are 2 things. Our ability to generate revenue from multiple streams, such as SaaS, transactional, and hardware, to the diverse range of products we offer. And secondly, we are the first to commercialize our parking robot, called Mobi, and our Mobi Vision glasses. So why choose Locomobi World, you may ask? We are a best-in-class, fully integrated, smart city technology company that provides peace of mind, simplicity, and convenience. We believe mobility management should be frictionless, and our solutions are designed just to provide that. We're currently pursuing a Series A funding round, so if anybody is interested, shoot me a message. I would love to send you our deck and we can hop on a call. Thank you, guys.
Great, thank you so much. Up next is Jeremiah.
Hi, hello, hi everyone. I am the founder of Thrift2. It's an online social marketplace with an emphasis on live streaming and video. We're a hybrid between Twitch.tv, eBay, and YouTube, and we're looking to revolutionize the e-commerce market. We're also planning to integrate a crypto payment system to differentiate us. Initial marketing tests on Facebook the last 6 months and Instagram have been very favorable. People seem to be interested in finding a new place to buy and sell online versus eBay and OfferUp and some of the more traditional methods. The initial basic prototype will be finished in the next 2 months after significant personal time and investment by the founders the past 3 years. And we're looking to show the prototype to potential investors. We're looking for 500,000 to $1 million in funding to build out the live streaming platform and the payment infrastructure for crypto and traditional payments. And that's basically it. It's pretty simple what I feel like what we're going to offer. We're just going to try to do it better than the competition.
Okay, thanks for your pitch. Up next is Harris.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, my name is Haris Awan. I am a solo game developer and founder of Inferno Creation LLC and currently working on Aces Under the Moonlight, a 2D hand-animated Pong/fighting game available on Steam right now. My goal with this game and this company is to advance 2D video game art past the point it had reached 20 plus years ago when AAA games completely switched to 3D at that point. I feel that the only time you see 2D games at this point is in the indie scene, and they're very much living in the past. They have pretty much no desire to compete with AAA games, even in terms of visual fidelity. But 2D games are much simpler to develop, in my opinion, much simpler to make beautiful. And today there are an abundance of free tools and self-publishing opportunities. I self-published on Steam, and I'm using free tools, Unity and such. I'm looking for a business partner to help me push the envelope and compete with AAA games. If you want to connect with me, my email is infernoofcreation@gmail.com. If you want to see the game, you can go to infernoofcreation.com. I will be in the entertainment breakout room later. I hope to talk to you. Thank you.
Great. Up next is, I'm probably going to mispronounce your name. I'm thinking Kaveh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's Kaveh. Nice to meet you guys. So our company is Placed. So if you guys ever use Facebook ads or Google ads, we're democratizing that process, disrupting it, and connecting brands with their target market through online communities. So for example, if Purina, a pet food company, wants to reach pet communities across Facebook, Slack, Telegram, so on, I don't know, Bob's Dog Lovers on Facebook, they can do that by using our self-serve patent pending platform that's been launched. And they connect with them by virtue, the brand places a message, a message into the actual community itself by using our tool, whether that's a call to action of a 50% off or a blog white paper or whatever it happens to be. So it basically gives you that niche targeting, more contextual, reduces your cost of acquisition, and the community owners of those online communities make money as well. So we're democratizing that process as well and giving value to their community members. I will be in the breakout room for the entertainment and gaming. We are raising for $500,000 to get to 1 million MRR by February 2024. And again, we're launched. I put 120K of my own money in it, and we're patent pending in the US.
Great. Thanks for the pitch. Up next is Norman.
Hey, everyone. I'm a first-time pitcher, so be easy on me. So imagine you're on Tinder or Bumble, you're swiping right and left, and you start to see a little icon in the top right of people's profile. And through a little bit of educational advertisement, you realize that that icon means that that person has had an STI test in the last 6 months, not whether or not they are free of STIs, whether or not they have herpes or HIV, just that they've taken a test in the last 6 months. And the expectation is if you go, you get to your third date, you could have a conversation with that person and see those results in our app. So we're actively building that right now. We're testing ads, doing fairly well, still refining our way to, build that top of funnel. But what market testing we've done has been very exciting. Everybody that we come to says, yeah, that should exist. It's almost a little terrifying as an entrepreneur to hear that too often, because if people aren't telling you that, oh, that'll never work, is it really a good idea? But we get a lot of positive feedback, and we'll launch in April. We're raising 1.5 million or another 1.5 million, which will mostly be spent in marketing seed geographies, because this has to be built in concentric circles of adoption, because the internal marketing is a big part of it. I'll be in breakout room healthcare A. Thank you for your time.
Okay,
Oh.
great. Thank you for pitching. Up next is Jonathan.
Greetings, everyone. So it's kind of ironic that I'm right after the guy doing dating app stuff because my pitch is for a dating app. I am a UI UX designer and a software programmer. I've partnered up with a community mental health counselor, and I am developing a dating application called Start With Me. It's going to be a dating application with before you can start swiping, you're required to go through a certain level of knowledge, learning about your own
Wait,
personality.
Jonathan, hold on 1 second. Let me mute the room and you're going to have to unmute again. I apologize.
No worries. Hello.
Let's try that. But somewhere in our room, somebody's mic went live. Go ahead, Jonathan. Sorry.
No problems. So I'm developing a dating application that requires you to go through a portion of self-learning. You'll learn about all sorts of how you show up in relationships and good relationship practices, personality traits, love languages, dependency styles, and all of that stuff, so that when you show up at the dates, you are a better partner. And everyone in the dating pool will have gone through all of this. So there'll be a standard level of knowledge that people will have when doing so. After the learning aspect, you'll just go right into a dating app, the standard structure of a dating application, and you'll be able to see the level that the other people have gone to for learning. We're raising $200,000 for a pre-seed round so we can build the development and validate the methodology as we build a higher quality dating pool for people to select from.
Okay, thanks, Jonathan. Up next is Joel.
Thank you, sir. My name is Joel Adams. The company is First Person Solutions. We have developed a treatment for COVID and long COVID, and we are planning to market it globally, starting with India and the United States. I presented here about 6 weeks ago. I'm here to give you an update. First, we have concluded a 2-week, 15-person research study. All 15 patients reported reduced symptoms after using Cellwell during the first week. Additionally, blood testing before and after taking Cellwell, excuse me, showed statistically significant improvement in 2 key markers for COVID. There is a marker called CCL5. Bear with me, it's not that hard. Low CCL5 is highly correlated to the worst COVID symptoms, including death. 10 out of 15 patients showed significant increases in their CCL5 after using Cellwell. 2, interferon gamma leads to most of the immune-based complications in COVID and long COVID. 11 out of the 15 patients had a significant drop in their interferon gamma after using Cellwell. Second part of this update, we will be filing for a formula and use patent for Cellwell, hopefully by early next week. Third part of this update, we have submitted our application for an Ayush license to the Ministry of Ayush. You may not have heard of the Ministry of Ayush, but in India, this is a huge deal. It is almost equivalent to having an over-the-counter license in the United States. We are looking to raise 1.2 million, and that would allow us to launch in all 15 major cities across India. We are also looking to raise from venture capitalists $10 million to support the research study required for an over-the-counter certification by the FDA and to launch nationwide across the United States, hopefully by October, which is the beginning of the cold flu and unfortunately the COVID season. And I will post my information in the chat.
All right, thanks, Joel, and congratulations on good results. Up next is Aswin.
Hi,
Close to that.
thanks, Mark. I'm the founder of Mission Zero. We are a circular supply chain tech company saving all the stakeholders at $500 billion in trying to eliminate plastic pollution, waste, and cancer risks associated with single-use packaging, using reusable packaging for food and consumer goods. When we start operating, we'll be offering a zero waste marketplace similar to DoorDash or Uber Eats for both businesses and consumers. And right now, we are actually looking to partner up with food and beverage companies to roll out this technology into several channels besides the marketplace we're going to offer. And we want to talk to food and beverage company, partners. And at the same time, we're also open to raising $100,000 in angel round. You can reach me in the breakout rooms, either in food and beverage or in the angel breakout room.
Thank you. Up next is Fanny.
Hi, my name is Fanny, and I am the founder of Supercool. We've invented a textile that can actually cool you down. So maybe you've been super unlucky like me and had to survive heat waves, or maybe you've turned on the news and heard about all these rising temperatures, but it's no mystery that this is a critical problem and we're desperately in need of solutions. So I used my many years of biotech, nanotech, and chemical engineering experience to find a solution where we can cool both the user and the planet. So unlike our competitors who only make you feel cooler, our technology actually has the ability to cool below air temperature. And because we're doing some really interesting things using different wavelengths and such like that, where the heat that we emit actually gets passed through the atmosphere and doesn't get reflected back, we actually potentially can provide a very durable solution to global warming. So I really love that because it aligns our users' needs with climate mitigation. So Supercool will provide you with an instant cooling benefit so that you can run faster, be more active, save on electricity. And at the same time, you can be helping fight the climate crisis. So we're super early stage right now. I have prototypes kind of about 1/2 meter long that I have been wrapping around glass bottles and leaving in my backyard, and seeing that we're getting between 3 degrees, 5 degrees to even 10 degrees difference compared to, say, cotton or an empty jar. And I'm currently looking for a commercial co-founder, preferably in the textile industry, or a technical co-founder who wants to come and do some R&D with me in the lab. And if anybody on the call has any connections to anybody who might be interested, especially partnerships with companies who can help us co-develop, I really appreciate that as well. Or if you felt the heat and you are also desperate for a solution and you're a customer in need, email us so that you can be the first on our list to get our new product when it comes out. So my email is info@supercool.com, SUPRACOOL. Thank you.
Thank you, Fanny. And before I move on to Benjamin, I just want to point out, Fanny gives the right energy for a pitch. If you don't love what you're doing and it doesn't show, if you're not smiling from ear to ear, how are you going to expect to pull investors in to get excited? Fanny won me over just with her enthusiasm. So I would just say use her energy as an example. Try and, bring that forward if you can. Just a suggestion. Thank you, Fanny. Hope to see you again at our event. Benjamin, you're up next. Sorry to have to follow that little pitch of mine.
No, agreed. Great job, Fanny. My name is Benjamin Etherton. I'm the Chief Investment Officer for DDC. The founders of DDC are 2 medical physicians who are serial entrepreneurs, have started several different entities over the years. For the past several years, they've been working on DDC. We have 4 patented technologies behind our organization right now. And we won a competitive NIH, the National Institute of Health grant. It's through the HEAL grant award process for the amount of $12.5 million, which helped fund us initially to get up and running. We've basically invented a patented absorbable implant that goes into a patient and slow releases naltrexone over 6 months for opioid addiction. So for opioid addiction purposes, there is one competitor currently in the market that's FDA approved that uses naltrexone as well. So it's a proven pharma, and that medication currently generates around $300 million per year in revenue for that organization. Ours lasting 6 months creates higher efficacy and less chance of relapse for opioid addicts. So we believe it will increase the chance of it working for our patients. We raised $1.5 million in a pre-seed round last year during a 4-month pre-seed. This year, we need to raise $4 million in a Series A, which is what we are currently seeking. This is so that we can begin phase 1 human clinical trials. We had positive animal clinical trial results and need to begin FDA approval process in phase 1 human clinical trials. That's what we're seeking. My name, Benjamin Etherton, with my email address there is ethertonb@ddcmed.com. I'll be in one of the breakout rooms as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Benjamin. I actually am interested myself, but what does DDC stand for?
Yeah, it's been a battle between myself and the founders. It stands for Drug Delivery Company, which I feel like is slightly counterintuitive to a company trying to, force drugs out the door. But yeah.
Okay, got it.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Benjamin. Up next is Robert.
Hey, thanks so much, Mark, and good to see everyone. I've come for the last couple of weeks, and I finally got up the courage to throw a pitch out there from one of the companies that I work with. So you're going to shift gears a little bit to the life science space. I think everyone's pretty familiar with the cost of manufacturing drugs and obviously the cost of purchasing drugs out in the market. But what people may not know is that there's over $30 billion a year wasted in R&D research that goes on every year. And the reason for this waste has really been, a lot is due to irreproducible data. And a lot of times the data is either not being gathered and it's lost, or it's trapped in silos and it's not being able to communicate and be all pulled into one system, or it's actually just not being gathered at all. And so what our company does, it's an IoT system. It's Internet of Things, basically helping collect and connect all the laboratory equipment in a research facility, gather all that data and make it presentable in an application. So my name is Robert Pemberton. I'm the Chief Growth and Strategy Officer for Ascentum. We have just about 1 million ARR. We bootstrapped the company. We're just around 1 million with biotech and pharma customers. And we're actually looking to go to the next stage with between 2 and 2.5 million in seed funding. So like I said, it's our first round that we're looking for, and I'll put some more information in the chat.
Thanks, Robert. Very interesting. Up next is Jason.
Hi, thank you, Mark. I appreciate you putting this all together. My name is Jason Howell. I'm the founder and inventor of SkyAmp, and SkyAmp is an unpowered wireless signal booster. We developed the product, we manufacture the product, and over the last 2 years, we have refined our product, built a factory, and literally started from scratch with just an idea. We are currently seeking $4 million to take us to the next level so that we can expand our operations, enact our formal launch campaign, and sign up as many reseller partners as we can get. Right now, in the last couple months, we've signed up over 30 reseller partners, and we're very excited about that. And our product is available for Wi-Fi, for Bluetooth, for cellular, and for voice over IP. So it is an unpowered wireless signal booster, and it works at the wave level. So it's really unique product. You don't have to configure it. You don't have to do anything with your phones or laptops or tablets. And in the case of phone systems, it literally everything automatically works with it. So what we have is really unique. It's patented. It's American made. You won't find anything else like it on the market, which is why it was created, because I couldn't find anything like it on the market. And I created it because of a natural disaster. So our products are portable. You can use them anywhere, in vehicles, outside. They're weatherproof. We are in production. We just need a little bit of help to keep things going and take things to the next stage. So I'm going to jump into the number 13 Tech Disruptor breakout room after this, and my little timer's telling me my time is up. So thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you. And I personally would be interested in seeing your deck if you could send me one. Sounds fascinating. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Up next is Rajiv. And before you do your pitch, I just want to say that I need you in the future to go with a different, even more beautiful background, because I'm trying to raise a fund right now for us. And the visual of the words assassins for hire isn't helping me in conversations with people. It's already come up in a couple of conversations. And then I have to explain what you are. that you're no threat. And so if you will help me get the fund conversations right, I appreciate if you'll pick a different background, even though I know what point you're trying to make. Floor is yours.
Thank you for saying that, Mark. I guess I'm making my point, but anywho, so I guess for the last time on Venture Starters, Assassin for Hire. Why? Because I can take out, delete, eradicate, obliterate, destroy any bad stuff online, bad press, scandal, bad reviews on Yelp.
It's interesting how it's spreading.
Anywhere. So anything can be deleted.
Assassins for hire.
Anything can be deleted from.
I'm sorry, hold on, please. Nobody make comments when we're trying to pitch. I really would appreciate everybody being quiet. Go ahead. You're gonna have to put yourself back on mute again. Thanks.
Okay, take two. So yeah, Assassin for Hire, we can delete anything from anywhere. So that's on the deleting side. And then on the flip side of that, like you see in my tagline, be seen or not be seen. So on the be seen side of it, we can help you dominate Google. We can help you dominate YouTube. And what do I mean by dominate? I mean that when your customers are looking for you, all they see is you and only you. Right on position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on Google. All they see is you. Same thing on YouTube. Same thing on Facebook. We've done that several times for many clients across various categories like financial services, professional services, tech, real estate, healthcare, etc. And we continue to do that for other clients that have those kind of aggressive desires and appetites. Also, to share something interesting that maybe some of you don't know about me, my marketing work has got me into the Guinness Book of Records, where we created the world's largest online collaborative jigsaw puzzle for Unilever. This was when I was media director at Mindshare, which is one of the world's largest media companies. And I've been accused of being a marketing genius. If you'd like some of my genius for you and your brand, give me a call. My details are in the chat. And Mark, thank you so much. You will see a new background next time.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm sorry to be nitpicky about that. Also, just want to point out to our audience that I see that Nick from Startup Right just posted something in the chat, and I'm a big fan of Startup Right. If those of you would like to do more of a 5-minute pitch and get that experience, Startup Right is a great place to look into. All right, up next is Jean-Claude.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Before starting, a big thank you to Mark, as we found and confirmed 2 executives among your audience. Yay. So we are looking now for an expert in tokenization for our charity foundation. Pitching here already was a good deal. So I start. I'm Jean-Claude Arton, Fortuit's CEO. Today, I will reduce my Fortuit pitch. We are asking for $10 million in Series A because I also want to introduce the Meetfluencer spin-off, which could be a great opportunity for angels. Artificial intelligence will affect employment, not with Fortuit. Our AI-powered ecosystem will generate over 1 million jobs. Digital technology isolates people. Today, 30% of adults worldwide suffer from loneliness, which kills nearly as many people as cancer. Fortuit will be a game changer. Within 10 years, no one will have the excuse, I don't know how to make friends. Trust me, we will shift the probability and it will benefit all generations. You know, positive socialization is the key to a better world, and many experts believe that the social sector will be one of the next big things for VCs and the stock exchange. Moreover, Fortuit's activity will bring billions to public transportation, the food supply chain, hospitality, co-working, dating, insurance, and even the music industry. So let us continue with our second opportunity, Meetfluencer, a Delaware C Corp like Fortuit. Millions of medium-sized influencers profit from their authenticity and closeness to their fans. To increase that, we arrange VIP micro events in real life. Of course, we use Fortuit's unique and patent-pending emotional algorithm to get like-minded people together. We tested it and found huge traction. We are about to test a music-related vertical and a microblogging platform requested by the fans themselves, after last summer's events in Paris. So imagine a talented singer who struggles to produce 1,000 bucks with 250,000 Spotify broadcasts, but manages to do so in one evening with us and even more. And we did it. So we are not greedy. We have a strategy and logistics. Spotify has over 10 million performers. I think that there is a win-win situation for them or for their competitors. Anyway, a $5 million regulation CF round will follow the 250K seed round we opened for you. Several influencers who have already tried Midfluencer are and like it have already said they want to invest in it, and they see like a potential for a unicorn. So that's all. Good luck, founders, and good hunting, dear angels.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Up next, Apolline. I apologize. I know I should know by now because you've been sorry.
No worries. Hi, thank you so much for having me again. My name is Apolline, and I'm the founder of Capella. And at Capella, we build AI solutions for sound. And specifically, the first product that we have built is an AI-driven baby cry translator. So you give us a baby's cry to our API, and we're able to tell you what's going on with the baby and what you should do about it. Today, I have two specific asks, and the first one is the most important one. If anyone here has connections to people who have worked or still work in baby monitor companies or any company that builds baby monitors, I'd love an intro because you know that's the kind of target I'm going after right now. So that's one ask, and then the second is if there are any investors in the room, I'd love to connect to ask for input, feedback, advice, and connections. So thank you very much, and I'll be in one of the rooms related to AI or female founders. I'll probably move around.
Excellent. I really like what you're working on. I sure hope it gets to the finish line. Okay, up next is John.
How's it going, everyone? Mobile gaming is the hottest form of entertainment, with over $130 billion generated in revenue in 2022. That's more than the box office and music industry combined. The problem... Oh, am I muted?
No.
Oh, I heard somebody in the background. Sorry.
Hold on one second. Let me just mute the whole room for one more second. I'm sorry. And then you're going to have to come back and start over again. But just in case, go ahead, John. You have to unmute.
Got it. Sorry about that. Mobile gaming is the hottest form of entertainment, with over $130 billion generated in revenue in 2022. That's more than the box office and music industry combined. The problem with mobile gaming is ineffective ad campaigns. Advertisements in mobile games are seen as a distraction and take the user off the page and away from the game. All gamers hate ads. However, this is not stopping the advertisers, as they still poured over $60 billion into these ads in 2022. My name is John Marrow. I'm a former professional gamer and the co-founder of WaveScore Games, where we develop games that feature our programmatic real-time advertising platform, enabling the direct integration of advertisers within the gaming experience in a non-disruptive manner. Essentially, our ads become part of the game, creating deeper engagement, more visibility, and even likability. And we have an array of products to address these issues. The team creating this were the builders of Halo and Roblox, two of the most financially successful games of all time. To date, we completed 3 tests. In all 3 tests, we generated over 1 million active users within 5 months. In our last test, we were a top 1,000 site on Global Rank. We are now ready to launch the game along with the platform and are raising $1.5 million to execute our launch strategy as development is 100% complete. Please contact or connect with me to learn more. I put my email, phone number, and LinkedIn in the chat, and I'm going to bounce around to the angel room. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Up next is Susan.
Hi, thank you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much for having me again. This is really a fantastic energetic group. Love being here with you all. So I'm Susan DiRobertis, and I am the Rainmaker. So over the past 29 years, I've helped businesses double and triple their revenue within a few months. I am a former CFO, a corporate CFO. I've sat in the office, corner suite, and had all of that responsibility. And now I have my own firm, and I'm here working with startups and small business owners so that you be as successful as you envision. So don't go it alone, have consistent cash flow. And here's an example of one of the companies that I helped, which was a international design firm, which we were on the cover of Interior Design Magazine in New York City. And I was hired to straighten out all of their operations and cash flow problems, since they grew from 80 employees to 200 employees in 1 year. They were busting at the seams. They had so much business, and guess what? They had no revenue. They had no cash flow. They could not get their arms around the 8 million that was out there. When they hired me, I brought in $1 million within 8 weeks. How did I do that? Well, they had A-lister clients, and I got to pick one of them in particular that I was going to work with, and I chose Disney. And I went through all the hoops and ladders with them and dotted all their T's and I's and made the client happy. I gave them what they needed to sign off on all of our invoices. And what was that? It was simply reading the contract. You know, it's all in the contract, stupid. It's all in the contract, and having the invoicing and all the project managers and the attorneys and all the powers that be in Disney sign off from top to bottom. And within 8 weeks, $1 million in-house. And the remaining 5 million was brought in within the rest of the year. So if you are having difficulties and challenges with cash flow, all you people out there who want to have your business flourish and you're in the position of a startup, hire someone who's been there, done that, and loves doing that. You know, it's my pleasure to partner with the CEO, with the founder, with the thinker. I love it, with the visionary. I'm your partner. So contact me. My info is in the chat. It's my pleasure to help you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Susan. I like your energy. Again, good example of energy to bring forward. Up next is Lynn.
Hi, thank you, Mark. We help pharmaceutical and medical devices companies to launch their products and make extra billions of dollars in sales at launch. We helped a company get an extra $1.3 billion at launch than they forecasted. And we do this by providing subject matter experts, the best in the industry. And we develop the people, the team, we develop the team, the people. We then help you with your launch strategy to develop the right winning launch strategy. And then with the planning implementation, we developed Lily Launch Tools, which is a new process tool to help you develop from your goals right down to your tactics. And for that tool, we're actually looking for investment because we think we're ready to launch version 2. We already have clients for version 1. We're ready to launch version 2. And we're looking for investment of up to 2 million to help us get that version 2 out there. So if you want to launch your product and potentially make that extra $1.3 billion, come and talk to me. We have the best team. We have Connect-A. We have the best team, the A team, to serve your A team. Thank you very much. So it's Lynn Donaldson from connectastrategy.com. And thank you, Mark, for having me.
Thanks, Lynn, and great pitch. And up next is Yanni. Yanni, I apologize.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Really appreciate it. I'm Yanni Deros, 30 years as a serial innovator who has made billions for others. Now it's time to make billions for our company and our investors. So I'm CEO of Surplus, a family of intelligent automation and robotic systems, reducing energy costs, lowering carbon emissions, and resolving labor shortages with plug-and-play technology. So at our core, we have AI, cloud, IoT, robotics, SaaS, and that generates revenue in perpetuity. Who doesn't love that word, right? So we can retrofit our freestanding energy management system in 60 minutes or less, helping properties save up to 40% on energy costs. And we have 6 significant and broad method patents in our portfolio. When COVID hit, like many other companies, we had to do something about it. And our team of technologists stepped up and felt compelled to protect people out there in the world. And we performed a seismic pivot, and in 10 weeks created the world's first autonomous disinfecting robot that eliminates infectious diseases with no manual labor. Our technology platform margins easily surpass traditional SaaS businesses. So Circ has completed significant pilot installations, generating revenue. We have a fat pipeline globally and have multiple revenue streams. And to top it all off, we just signed a $28 million partnership agreement with a major national reseller. So Circ is well on its way. We're not 20-somethings, we're a seasoned team that have developed hundreds of products and technologies over the years. We've raised $2.7 million to date. We have a pre-A series of $3 million right now with a lead investor that's committed $500,000. It's an easy deal to enter. So Circ is more than just an AI technology, it's a solution for a sustainable future. Interested in investing? Scan the QR code here, check us out, and let's connect and create a greener and safer, healthier world for all. Thank you.
All right, very interesting. Thank you. Up next is David. You're not on no camera, David. Yeah, you know. Okay. Good to have you back.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Excellent.
Good. I'm David Pachkovsky, founder and CEO of DapperCare. We are building a health and wellness platform that connects consumers with licensed medical professionals and gives millions of uninsured people access to high quality, affordable healthcare when they need it. Dapper offers transparent pricing for affordable cash-pay healthcare with no insurance required and hundreds of generic medications delivered to you for less than the typical copay. People struggle to get the care they need when they need it when it comes to addressing sensitive health issues. And embarrassing doctor's visits are inconvenient, costly, and inaccessible to the average American. With our solutions, we will improve the lives of men and women by making high quality integrated care accessible, convenient, and affordable, enabling the healthcare experience for the future that the modern consumer expects. What differentiates Dapper is that we give patients more control, focuses on ease of use, gives patients quick and easy access to data, and promotes quality, personalized care. We make money by offering generic prescription medication at approximately $70, which is offered as a monthly subscription, giving patients 24/7 access to healthcare providers. We plan to acquire customers through our programmatic media buying channels. And my team brings more than 20+ years of experience selling health and wellness products direct to consumer, putting us in a position to compete for market share. Our current competition is from a handful of websites trying to compete with same medications at the same price points with no differentiation, unlike our medications that are more affordable and personalized to each individual's needs. We also provide PGX diagnostic testing, proprietary compounded medications such as generic Viagra in a sublingual dissolvable strip, and in-home care. We have a team of 13 that have worked together for several years in the health and wellness industry, each member bringing approximately 20+ years of experience selling the same products to the same consumer segment. We are projected to reach revenue of $150 million per year in the next 5 years. And currently our status is seed stage. We have four websites live, and our initial phase of the platform is operational. And we have a pilot scheduled in the next couple of weeks. We're currently raising $3.5 million for R&D, marketing, and to increase our staff. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, up next is Emmanuel.
Hi, thanks, Mark.
We hear you. Go for it.
Okay. All right. So my name is Emmanuel, co-founder of Sickerbox Incorporated, and we are localizing global payments. Now there are about 1.7 billion unbanked people across the world. And due to this challenge of joining the global payments rails, there came about local payment methods. So when you think about how local payment methods work, it's basically creating alternate payments options for people who are unable to join the global financial infrastructures. So we are stitching all local payment methods and alternate payment methods together in order to offer people or customers within emerging markets the opportunity to participate in global commerce. Today, there are about 5.7 trillion in e-commerce globally. And now half of them are going through local payment methods instead of the global payment methods such as Visa card, SWIFT, and so on and so forth. So what we are doing is to provide a single infrastructure where we connect all local payments methods together and then offer them to global merchants like Netflix, Amazon, etc. We are currently raising $1 million for pre-seed, and we are using that funds to push our MVP, which is basically a customer to, we have a customer to process $60 million across 10 countries. So that pre-seed money is going to go into pushing that. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next is May. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me, Mark. Hi, everyone. My name is May Mahboob. I am the co-founder of MBD Financials. We are a Web3 project, and we are a decentralized photorealistic business district in the metaverse. So what we're doing is we're revolutionizing the e-commerce, organizational industry as well as entrepreneurs that with cutting edge Web3 solutions. Our goal is to empower businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs in the Web3 space that are transitioning from Web2 to Web3 to thrive in a decentralized, transparent, and secure digital economy. We offer various services that convert your current products, services into forms of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, in a marketplace with financial investment opportunities, digital real estate, with real-world utilities that everyone can benefit from. We're fostering the digital economy to really put the power hands in the back of the individuals. It's a cross-chain mixed reality protocol, which means that you can take your assets from one platform to the other. So imagine a version of Amazon Marketplace with Etsy, Fiverr, Upworks mixed together in the Web3 space. We've recently secured 10 million for seed round. And we are looking to raise an additional 500K to close out our seed round. And we will be launching our beta here actually and on Friday. And we are also partnered with a United Nations project and have received a tremendous amount of traction. We're looking for angel investors or even projects that are looking to partner where we can assist in the Web3 space.
Fantastic. All right. Meet May somewhere in the chat or in a breakout room. I think we have a little bit of a distraction. I'm going to mute everybody before Luke. Hold on, Luke. You just get the room quiet again. Okay, Luke, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I just wanted to share that I'm starting something on my own, and I'm launched my brand new website, and everybody that needs help with their marketing and building their community and in general, having a large outreach on LinkedIn, feel free to connect with me either via my LinkedIn or book a call via my calendar. And it was an amazing journey, Mark. 7 months, more than 10,000 people on our events, and this was amazing. And I'm looking forward to help somebody do this almost the same. So feel free to reach out to me, connect with me via LinkedIn, and let's grow your community. Thank you very much, Mark.
My pleasure. And just for everybody's sake who's new, I hired Luke to help me figure this all out, and look at what he helped me create. He's really good, so please hire him. Good guy. All right, up next is Dwayne.
Good evening.
Hello, Dwayne.
Yes, good evening. How you doing?
Great.
Thanks for having me, Mark. Well, yes, I will make this brief. I'm the founder and CEO of VSorts. I'm Dr. Cormier. VSorts is a product of my dissertation work at Penn State, which is a DEI platform that increases awareness in the workplace, which is AI powered and serves as a desktop app and a software service. Our mission is essentially to develop AI products that essentially allow people to develop their DEI awareness and cultural competence. Essentially, we gamify the space where people can engage with complex DEI issues, really in the safety of their home, safety of their office, and with minimum human interaction. So therefore, things such as white fragility and those things don't exist in your own user interface. We have a great team. Our value proposition is that our software essentially develops metacognition, where people can actually develop the frameworks and tools to engage with people from different cultural backgrounds. And essentially the consequence of that is mitigating things such as microaggressions or whatever, which will increase collegiality in the workplace. We have an MVP. We're currently doing UI customizations as well as AI integrations. We had a great year last year. We are in a $2 billion market. Our serviceable attainable market is $71 million, and my beachhead market is pre-K-12 schools, Title I schools, as well as teacher education programs. My average sale per client at the moment is $35,000, but those are also organizations with less than 100 users. We have a cost plus business model, and our goal is by 2027, our projections is that this can be a $400 million plus company within a $15 billion business. A DEI work across the country and workplaces. And we are looking for a $500,000 seed fund, which will ultimately translate into a Series A $3 million raise. So if you're interested in investing in DEI company, please reach out. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thanks, Dwayne. Up next is Vinny.
How's it going, everybody? I am Vinny Williams. My company, Address Me, is a social network that's aimed at avoiding the fear of rejection and uncertainty associated with first-time face-to-face interactions. So we provide a proprietary ease of introduction filtering tool that makes safe and private virtual connections possible for people who struggle connecting in the real world. And it could also be useful for people who regularly miss connections while out and about. Address Me stands out from our competitors in being the one platform to offer our users a safe, discreet way to make manual, real-time, real space virtual connections, and for no pre-specified types of connections. Currently, I am open to speaking to software engineers and UX designers for my team. I'm also seeking a lead investor to come on board and assist me with negotiating the remainder of my pre-seed round. Also, someone who can come on board and be instrumental during these early days in helping Address Me go from zero to product market fit. I have raised no money to date. I am currently seeking a $300,000 safe investment for pre-seed round. That is to hire talent, complete and launch the MVP, cover marketing, protect IP, and to build a firm foundational infrastructure for Address Me moving forward. My email address is vinnyw@addressmeapp.com. I will put my details and my contact information into the chat, and I will be in the Angel Investor Breakout room. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Vinny. Up next is Michael.
Hi, everyone. Can you
There
see
you
me?
go. Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michael Roybaum, the founder and CEO of Newly. I'm an international trade attorney, been practicing almost 30 years, 19 years as an independent professional. Unfortunately, being an independent professional, like running a small business, it's challenging and hard, and specifically wasted time due to business inefficiencies. Newly is an exclusive community of sophisticated, business-focused, independent professionals. The revenue model is subscription-based. The core problem we're trying to solve for our members is not new business, but rather wasted time due to business inefficiencies. To address these issues, our search functionality allows our members to find pertinent professionals quickly. Our members can get assistance running their businesses more efficiently. And lastly, our members can connect with relevant peers for networking. In sum, we help with professional productivity. Currently, we are an invite-only beta with almost 400 members with amazing backgrounds, top schools and top firms before they went independent. And we are seeing 10% customer acquisition conversion rate by direct email with zero sales and marketing spend to date. Our vision is independence without trade-offs, enjoying the flexibility of working on your own with the network and resources and support of a large firm. Thank you for listening to my story. And again, the company's Nuuly, N-U-O-L-Y, and I will be in the Angel chat room or breakout room.
Thank you, Michael. Up next is Andrew. And you'll have to put your camera on too. If
Hello?
you can,
Okay.
Andrew, yeah. Thanks.
My product is called Pitch Connect. It's a equity crowdfunding platform that lets
Do you have a
investors.
camera that you can put on, by the way, Andrew? I'm
Do I
just
have a camera that I can put on? I don't right now. Actually, my camera's kind of been a little bit.
Okay, then make it a short pitch because we normally need people to have their camera on. But go ahead.
All right. So it's an equity crowdfunding platform that allows investors and companies to connect in a new way. With crowdfunding being a $1 billion industry, it's growing with projections to become like a $50 billion industry by 2030. Right now, I have a MVP product, and I am seeking a $100,000 investment to just gain some more traction. I have some people that are already interested in using the platform. I have a website up and running, and I also have a demo in case anyone's interested. My email is 2353andrew@gmail.com. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Andrew. Up next is Zuri, who just stepped away. And hopefully will be back. There, back in a flash. Okay.
Sorry about that. Hi, I'm Zuri, and I am CEO of Beanwork Co., and we are the first SEC FINRA regulated crowdfunding portal for women by women. Very interesting that I do go after Austin there. So we are designed to help women-owned businesses raise up to $5 million in funding for their companies and help women investors grow their portal. There are just some businesses that are really good businesses that men don't understand and can be very reluctant to invest in. And so our portal helps those businesses go beyond that misunderstanding and step into the funding that they need to prosper in their business. So right now we are looking for advisory members to help grow our network of investors and women business owners. We currently have a low operational risk as we have a team of with deep regulation, crowdfunding equity experience, as well as a letter of intent for licensing, hosting established by from an established regulation CF equity crowdfunding portal, a letter of intent for outsourcing of backroom and frontroom operations, agreement with corporate partnering institutions to assist in applications for our required Reg CF license. At this moment, we are early stage. Our revenue model would be to gain through fees, through raises, servicing provided, and even subscription models for investors. Currently, our goal is to become the size of Start Engine, who, as of March 2022, was seeking a $46 million funding at a valuation of about $1.3 billion. And our target is to grow to 10% of Start Engine size in 5 years and match their current size in 10 years. You can reach me at beanworkco@gmail.com and also view our website, beanwork.co, where you can find out some more information about us.
Great. I hope you succeed. It sounds like a great venture. Up next is Austin. Austin, stop.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can. Can
Oh
you
yeah, and
I can turn your video and
oh
your
yeah, the
camera
video's
on.
not allowing me to turn on.
Oh,
let
it
me
was
see.
because you were running something that was distracting. And
Yeah.
nobody was going to be listening to our people pitching. So hold on, let me see if I can get
Yeah.
back on.
So I just learned about this literally an hour ago, and I jumped on, and I have my development computer doesn't have a webcam, so I'm just gonna put up what
Okay.
I have a way better video that you guys can watch while I talk, and I think it'll be more entertaining. But yeah, basically we're a video game company in Culver City. My name's Austin Stock. We're called Rare Bird Games, and basically in 2020, when the lockdown happened, we were kind of stuck at home, and we're working in the film industry for 12 years. And we decided to take a crack at developing a video game. And we stayed home, and within 3 months, we had a prototype. And it went viral around the world, and we got featured in Esquire magazine, IGN, AV Club, and dozens of other publications. If you Google Rare Bird Games, you can just look us up. For the first like 4 pages of Google, you'll find articles about it. But basically, me and my partner Darwin, we have been working on this, and we had a successful Kickstarter campaign. We raised $7,000, bought some computers, started developing this video game by ourselves, bought a mocap suit, and just started making cutscenes and animations and building it out, and using all our skills over the last 12 years in the post-production industry to create basically a little interactive media company. And we just need $100,000 to get us to a point where we can pitch to a publisher at the end of the year, so that they can take us to basically to the finish line and get us marketing. And our goal is to reveal the game in December 2024. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Just need money to build out the game. We went viral last Christmas, and we're featured all over the world. We were viral in Europe and Asia. For some reason, we were really popular in Japan. I don't know why, but I think it has something to do with we have a lot of Japanese horror elements in our game. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's just need some money so when we go to GDC in March, we can hire 1 or 2 people to add to our team to just finish up the environments and animations. It's pretty straightforward. Our company is C Corp, and we're raising money through convertible debentures. And feel free to reach out at austins@rarebirdgames.com. And I'm going to be in room 15 in the gaming section. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Austin. I think your video did give us a good sense of what you are creating. All right. But just in the future, when you come, just wait until it's time for you to pitch, because
absolutely,
those
yeah,
graphics are a little just too aggressive for what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I was gonna put up we made another thing went viral like a couple years ago. We made a blockbuster simulator game, and we were actually approached by Netflix, and we were in the works of developing like a VR blockbuster game, but that's not what we're currently working on. So I was gonna play that instead, but it's not relevant to what we're doing.
Okay.
But yeah, I think yeah, I'll see you guys in room 15, I guess.
Yeah, and come on back with your video so we can see you at a future event. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Austin. We're going to move on. Up next is Beta.
Hello, everyone. My name is Beta Safari. I'm the founder and the CEO of Gigo Clean Technology. Gigo Clean is an app that works like Uber for cleaning. So it's an application that serves the cleaning industry. Cleaning industry is a very large industry. It reached to 96.7 billion in 2022. The application is ready to download. We have a full functional operation now, and we are seeking $1.25 million in investment, Series A, and it's a safe investment with the minimum of $50,000. For more information about our company, please visit our website at gigoclean.com or contact me on my LinkedIn, which I'm going to share my contact right now in the chat. Thank you so much.
Perfect, Beta. Thank you. Up next
Thank
is
you.
Kalana.
Hi guys, thank you Mark for adding me here today also. This is the second time which I'm pitching here with this amazing panel of investors and team members. My startup is a fintech which is providing factoring support for e-commerce sellers. So what the e-commerce sellers usually face is when they are getting paid from the e-commerce marketplaces, they usually get paid within the periods of 15 days to 90 days. So when they are on a recurring cycle, this is a long awaiting period. Even though the sale happens today, they get to wait up to 90 days sometimes. So what we do is we provide them sales history based analysis from our side, and based on those analysis, we would provide them up to 70% of the invoice value, which can be withdrawn the next day. And currently we have around 100 list of e-commerce sellers who are awaiting to be getting funded on one hand with our logistic service provider who is already providing support on the logistical side and fulfillment. So on the other side, we are currently raising up to $500,000 US in value. So if you are into funding a seed fintech, which is on recurring revenue basis, we are open for discussion. Apart from that, if you are also in debt finance sector, again, we are open for discussion. Currently, we operate from California, Hayward, and we are serving these particular solutions for any client who is based globally. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My information would be on the chat section of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Up next is Oliver.
Hey everyone, thanks Mark. My name's Oliver Catt, founder of The Catalyst. And what we do is we basically bridge the gap between company and consumer. So I work with about 35 of the top global outsourcing contact centers all around the world. And we offer customer service, sales, and lead generation to anybody who's looking to basically put people on the phones to deal with social media, web chat, email, or whatever it is to deal with any touch point where there might be a contact one way or another between the consumer or the company. So essentially what we do is we allow you to either sell more, deliver more, and spend less because we offer some of the best prices in the market. So if you are looking for any support to deal with your consumers, your customers, or any way, shape, or form, just get in touch. I'll put my details in the chat and let's have a conversation. Thanks very much.
Sounds great. Okay, up next is Gary, who's sporting a new beard. I don't remember seeing that beard before. I sit on Gary's board, by the way, truth be told. Gary, go for it. You're on mute.
I'm just trying to emulate you.
Oh,
hey everybody. This is a great event. Thanks, Mark, for putting it on. What a wonderful job you've done. I'm Gary Goldstein. I'm the CEO of Instinctive, and we're starting to have a lot of fun. The future of work has changed, and that change is here today for SME businesses, service providers, and how they do business, how they manage their office remote-based employees, integrate disparate data systems. Compliance challenges are always increasing, and manage complex benefit offerings in disparate systems. Introducing Instinctive, we're a white label SaaS solution facilitating a combination of solutions that solve various problems depending on the problems we're solving. So Instinctive is an employee validated database of record, keeps all HR employee data in sync. And we have 4 product lines. Instinctive is a proven solution with an increasing number of clients, increasing revenues month over month. We just brought on a company with 85,000 salespeople that we're rolling out a alternative health plan demo and vision program to. Another company is a benefit broker who has a client that has 1.7 million members that are retirees pre-65 that are growing every day. And we have much more that will grow revenues in 2023. So in Q3 of last year, we were doing about 12K MRR. This month, 18K. Next month, we're 22, 23K MRR and growing about that clip for the rest of the year. So we've got a great team. I've invested 2.1 million into Instinctive, and we're seeking 500,000 in convertible notes at a 20% discount to the 4.5 million Series Seed, and we'll be driving to profitability in Q2 of 2025, and at that point we can do a Series A if we want. I invite you to invest your money beside mine. Come help us grow Instinctive. Thank you.
Thanks, Gary. Up next is Mike.
Everybody, I am constantly blown away by the ideas that come out of this meeting every week. It's fascinating to me how everyone's mind works. I come to this meeting every week to offer my help when it comes to your pitch, and knowing that 2 minutes needs to count. You need to stand out as different, as memorable. It's hard to do when you know everything. So I basically act as your thinking author. You're the author. I write your blurb for your business. If you ever want help, I'll put my information in the chat, and you can find me on LinkedIn really quickly. But honestly, you guys are absolutely astounding to hear these ideas and how they come together. Thanks, Mark.
I agree with you, Mike, on that account. Please, nobody else raise their hand. We're going to try and blaze through the remainders that do have their hand raised, so we can bring back everybody from the breakout rooms for a few minutes. Up next is Garrett.
Thanks, Mark. My name is Garrett Lang. I'm the founder and president of Playrate.com. We rate individual menu items at restaurants. Love for people to add a comment saying yes if you'd use our app to find the highest rated menu items at restaurants you go to. Now, imagine that you actually get a 30% incentive towards your next order if you try a top rated menu item or alcohol. Add yes if that would get you to use the app. And then imagine you get an extra 30% for the first order from the restaurant. So now you're at a 60% credit to come back for a second visit to try top rated menu items and alcohol at the restaurant. Say yes in the chat if you'd like that idea. That said, we do pickup delivery, we do dine-in as well. Everybody gets separate checks, even for large groups, no extra work for the restaurant or you. And you pay through the app, so you never have to ask for a check at the end of the night. You just get to walk out of the restaurant. We're looking for revenue share-based salespeople, introductions to restaurants or those who sell to restaurants. I'll put my LinkedIn into the chat for anyone that wants to connect. If there's any kind of ways of collaborating, open to talking to investors as well, although that's not our primary focus. We have reasonable runway. We're really looking for investors that want to be good for the hospitality industry.
Sounds like a yummy solution. Thank you so much. Okay, up next is Ozma. How did I do on your name? I apologize if it was incorrect. And y'all.
Hey, yes, my name is Ozma. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put the camera on. Hello, how are you doing?
Good. We can hear you.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, you did good. My name is Ozma. I'm with Serve You Fast. I'm the founder. My startup provides a platform for businesses to quickly and easily post job or immediate hire. With our service, companies can reach a wide pool of qualified candidates and fill critical positions fast, improving productivity and streamlining their hiring process. Our platform is user-friendly and customizable, making it easy for businesses to find the right candidates for the job. So I'm seeking to find some co-founders in the technical field where they can maintain my app. Our app is almost in the app stores and Google Play and the website, as well as we need to screen the candidates for jobs. And I'm looking for $500,000 of seed funding.
Okay, like your energy.
Thank
you very much for your pitch. Up next is Shrish.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mark. It's an excellent moderation as well as administration of this chat. I think this is my 4th or 5th event I'm attending, and I'm seeing this every time. The number of people are growing. That's great. It's all credit goes to you, Mark. That's wonderful. And I would suggest you to keep doing it. I know it's very hard. But,
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Coming to my side, I'm the founder of a company called Kishman Solutions. We are based in Canada, Toronto. We offer a broad range of products and IT services. It's a software company. All our products are SaaS type, means SaaS, and they serve different industries. One of them is e-commerce, which is most popular. The second one is travel and tourism, where we offer them a platform where anybody wants to start a traveling business, they can use our software and they can start their traveling business online. So instead of competing with the other travel operators, they can work together and earn with this software. We also offer other products such as a e-commerce product called Web Store. It is a very comprehensive and very powerful e-commerce platform that can be used to build your store. And we just don't provide you software, we provide you full support as well as service. So just in case if anybody is looking for to start an online business, they can start either e-commerce stores, sell products online, or they can start even travel and tourism business. So we give them full support and service. With that, we are also looking for marketing and sales professionals on a commission basis. We don't want to work with them as a fee-based, but we will give them a good commission. So if anybody is interested, I'll post my details in the chat room. Once again, my name is Shirish Kokate. I'm from Kishman Solutions, Toronto, Canada. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next is Saida. How'd I do? Close? You're on mute still.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Saida Shekarpur from Boston area. We are in Hisgram, we are building the largest knowledge directory of patients. Knowledge Graph is an emerging tech and is on the top of hype cycle of Gartner. So all the tech companies are building like Amazon, Product Graph, LinkedIn, Facebook. So the problem that we notice is that patient information are scattered. Still, patient send information by fax or by paper-based to healthcare providers, or the medical notes sent back to patient by email. So in our platform, we compile all of the patient documents, and easily patient can share with any healthcare provider just by a link or a QR code. And then we apply AI and NLP approaches to summarize this information, put into the knowledge graph for actionable insight and predictions. This is the first and largest knowledge graph we are raising for pre-seed stage. If you are interested, let's get connected. I am putting my information here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Up next is Paul.
You got it right, Mark. First of all, thank you a ton for organizing the event. Hi, everybody. My name is Utpal Dewan. I'm a former hedge fund manager and now the co-founder and CEO of 99risers.com. It's a fintech platform that's democratizing purpose-driven hedge fund-based investing for everybody. In a nutshell, we are bringing to retail investors what neither Betterment, nor Wealthfront, nor Robinhood could bring at an affordable cost. Our SaaS platform, which we call Hedge Funds as a Service or HaaS, utilizes a rules-based approach to guide users and allocates funds either in-house as well as third-party to personalize long-short portfolios. We use model portfolios, API-based integrations with broker-dealers, and fractional shares in separately managed margin accounts to allow users to invest in multiple blocks or portfolios. So, just based on conservative estimates with a 2024 AUM of 2.5 trillion for the advisory services, with a 1% penetration rate and a 1% AUM fee, the ARR could be 250 million. We're not saying we'll get there tomorrow, but in the next 7 to 8 years, we think we can get there. So currently we are SEC registered. We're licensed to operate in 50 US states. We've got an 11-member product development team based in the US and India. We've got 8 strong hands-on expert advisors, including professors from Stanford, a few Google executives, and the CEO of Qualys. We've raised about $1 million so far at a $7.5 million pre-valuation. Due to the very good response, we are expanding that to 2 million. And the use of proceeds is earmarked for marketing via the B2B indirect channel. So we're looking for strategic investments in JVs with banks, neobanks, RIAs, wealth platforms, and most importantly, partnerships in the Indian markets. So, if you're if you're an investor or a client, we welcome you to join the 99 Risers community. I look forward to seeing you guys in the breakout rooms, and I'll post my info down in the chat session as well. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks. And we're going to probably close the breakout rooms in just a moment. We have 2 more people who are going to speak. And after Debs, she's the last one. And I'm going to then bring everybody back from the breakout rooms for just a few minutes so we can sort of wrap things up and get a few comments. Up next is Callie.
Hi, Mark. Great event. You did an awesome job. The women's room was so much fun. The breakout room, please let me do this all the time. I love it. It makes me feel so good to help these women get them angel investors. And I'm going to do a shameless plug right now, and thank you again, but we're doing a round of equity partnerships as a marketing agency, and we're taking on 2 more partners. So if you're working in fintech, or you're working as a woman because you have priority with my agency, because it's me, I want to speak with you about what you're working on. I have been successful in helping people in the mobile job market. I'm close with Evan Sohn from recruiter.com. I am building a platform for young kids tied to the must-see on TV guys. So I really want to tie other women into what I'm working on, since I'm working with a bunch of men. And I really do appreciate, Mark, again, thank you so much for giving us a forum, even if it's a small breakout room. It's so important during COVID that we still support each other, since women are such a small part of the minority raising money. And I look forward to seeing you next weekend on non-holidays.
So, I mean, imagine a year from now and half of our audience is women, half of our founders are women. That would be great. That's what I would like to see happen. I don't know if we'll get there, but that would be great. Up to finish us with a last pitch of the night is Debs. You're on mute still. There you go.
Okay. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Mark. CMedix is a non-invasive telehealth solution that saves lives, improves patient care, significantly reduces healthcare costs, and increases clinical revenue. How do we do that? We have a medical device that will tell you 48 to 72 hours before you're going to have a cardiac event. You know, before a heart attack, before that happens, non-invasively. Now, keep in mind, they do have several ways to do this now. They go in through your neck into a Swan-Ganz catheter. They can get the same information, cardiac and stroke volume. They also do that through the leg, but I think that's not as common as the artery in the neck. More important, we are a worldwide new standard of care. We replace a $25,000 surgical procedure to get the same information, and we kind of go like Star Trek and we scan. We just scan the body. We have multiple levels of product development. We're launching our first product in 23. And our next product will be non-invasive, non-touch. And we already have the technology built and it works. Exciting opportunity of doctors and PhDs. Incredibly fun. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had many exits. More important, I've had lots of fun. And passion. We are looking for a bridge of $2 million. We already have $1 million, so we have about $1 million left. And we need that because we do have Blackstone and due diligence at a significantly higher valuation. We will open it up to, it's 25,000 minimum. We'll open it up to accredited investors at 25, especially if you have any kind of cardiac experience, patent experience, any way that you can help us along the road. This is going to be the best one of my life. And I have helped sell Surgerex for over $500 million. And so, so it's really fun. And so thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
It sounds great, Debs. Thank you.
Hey, Mark, I just have one comment.
Oh, please,
on the chat.
Yeah.
When we go to the chat rooms, we can't save all the chats. So if we're here and all the chats there and we go to another one, we lose all of it. How do you fix it?
So, okay, first of all, John, you're one of my favorite people in our community. So I appreciate all of your feedback. So I'm looking at other platforms which might work better for us. Zoom has limitations. I am paying a ton of money for licenses to even get us this far. And there's even more licenses, but they still don't solve that problem. I would like to experiment and bring everybody along for a journey next
Mark,
month.
if I can, Mark, yeah,
Just
there's a
become-
better
if you
solution.
just-
We could
if you
just
just
have
say-
somebody with a Google Sheet. They could post that Google Sheet in the chat. Everyone fills their info in that Google Sheet. It's centrally available. Doesn't put any extra effort on you or anyone. And that then Google Sheet is something that they can download in real time whenever they want. So it makes that super simple.
I agree, and I think we will have some moderators who will build their rooms really fantastic with those type of tools. Not sure we're ready to do that and deploy that with all the volunteers, of which many don't even know how to do many of those things right now. What I would like to suggest, though, is I have found some platforms that I would like to bring everybody along on a journey next month and try out. And I think we can solve a lot of these issues by switching from Zoom to something that's a little bit more where I think we're heading as a community, and more on that soon because I have to work through all those details.
Okay, Mark, I'm going to tell you one thing. You've got such a great thing. Let's design our own group.
Rajiv, hold on a second. Give John a chance.
Let's design our own group. We got thousands of people. No, I'm serious. You laugh at me, but there
I'm
is
not
a way-
laughing. I have a meeting tomorrow with one gentleman in our community who has impressed me immensely, who is software oriented. I'm hoping he'll have wisdom. And I do believe we have so many smart people in our community. We will figure this out. I'm open to everybody's suggestion. I will
have a
just know
solution.
that I'm paying 100% of the cost right now. And unfortunately, cost is an issue. So, if we want to continue to make this free for everybody, that's one of the pieces of the puzzle that's being considered.
If I can just make a short-term suggestion.
Sure.
Before people leave the room, there's a way to save the chat, the 3 little dots. You can save the chat before you exit.
Yeah, Mark, there is a solution. Let me just tell everybody, simple solution. You can rename when you download it. It loads the whole text file into a directory on the Zoom. You find where it is. You can rename every chat after you reload it. So you can go to one room, load the chat, change the name, go to another room, load the chat, change the name, and so on. No limits, no problems, no new software. All is good.
I'm not sure my team knows how to do that, but if you'd like to reach out to us and teach us outside of the event, we're open to learning.
Yeah, Mark's doing a great job. Come on, let him do it.
It's a challenge because I never I was never thinking I was going to do anything like this, certainly even in the last 6 months or in my life. So now I'm in this position, and I truly believe we can scale this to be the biggest community of its kind anywhere in the world that really does amazing things. I need technology help. I need all of your smartness. We have the smartest community. There's so many people who are brilliant. So all your suggestions are really needed so we can build the community we want. I love all of the input and your support. I appreciate that you continue to come every single week. And for those of you who stay to the very end, you're really the core best of our group, of our community, because you really do participate aggressively and put forward the effort, and I so appreciate that. But if you have any suggestions, it might be easier for you to just email them to me, because it's hard to do a sort of a group fix, is my feeling. And anyways, I think we're probably at, unless anybody has something else that's vitally important that you can't reach out to me directly on, I think we should wrap up our meeting because it was an amazing event. I learned a lot. We got the breakout rooms to sort of work. There's some changes we'll make because I think maybe we had too many breakout rooms, some that really weren't necessary. There weren't
Hey,
enough
Mark,
people on it.
what do you need? What does Mark need? Hold on. Hey,
I agree.
what does
Let
I
him
want
answer
you to
the
give a
question
really
as to what Mark needs. What does Mark need?
I
Guys,
don't
we've
know right
moderated
now,
rooms.
honestly,
You do,
other
Mark.
than
We've moderated rooms. What does nobody's talk like Mark? What does Mark need? You've done everything for everybody. What does Mark
Thank
need?
you. I appreciate that you even noticed, because I wasn't even sure for a while whether it was as noticeable as I was hoping it would become. I don't have an answer for that yet. I'm open to all good. I think what it is I'm open to ideas as to how to make this event more sustainable, so that at some point, and I don't know where we go with it, but at some point, the cost of the event can at least be absorbed somehow within the community. I'm afraid to charge for tickets because some of us that are in the community literally can't afford tickets. I like the idea of donations, but I don't want to pay the extra money to Zoom just to be able to have ticketing, because it'll take forever just to recoup that extra license just for that, and that's just going to set me back a few thousand more dollars. So,
well, Mark,
yeah,
I'm sorry to cut in. What about sponsorships?
I'm open to sponsorships if we could do that. I just hired a full-time person. I'm anticipating that the cost of this event this year will be approximately $50,000 at this, sort of give or take. I'm not 100% sure. So, I'm not sure whether there's sponsors out there that are going to be in a position to cover those kinds of costs.
I think if you let the sponsor maybe do a 10-15-minute pitch as to why they're sponsoring and what they can do for the ventures from a game theory standpoint, you weed out a lot of people that are just here to kind of posture.
We need those people. We need those people. This is what really Mark has put together to get all of this information together. We're learning things that we individually would never, ever, ever be able to experience. That's what Mark brings to us. $1 a week. Mark, $1 a week. Who can't afford that? So you're looking at $1,000 a week. I mean, we've got brilliant people here. We need new people, so we can't exclude them. That's me, okay? That's stupid.
I agree. We gotta be open. I want this event to grow, and I don't want people to not come because there's a cost, or maybe they come for free for a while, and then if they can afford to then participate, that I want to make sure that there's a way, if you have no money but you're sitting on the best idea to solve the planet's problems and it's in a garage hidden, that you'll still come here and share it with us so we can unleash those ideas. Some of the best ideas that I've heard in the last 6 months have come from people who have no money in the bank. So, I don't want to say that we should make that a limiting factor. This is a real struggle to figure out how to do, because I don't really have the answers. But I do think the first thing that we need to know is, what platform are we going to build the community on? And I'm trying to figure that out. So if any of you have suggestions about platforms, right now that's what I'm doing, is researching other people's platforms. I want to be able to scale up. I'd like to be able to know that at someday, if we pick a platform and we can attract 10,000 people that want to show up live to a bunch of this and that we all set up, so it makes sense and it's logical, that we can at least do that, because I think that's possible given the limited little, test of what we've done so far and the response that we've already gotten on very limited marketing dollars. If I had some real budgets, this thing would skyrocket like nuts.
And Mark, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a meeting with you, by the way, tomorrow at 1 Eastern, and it's actually in regards to a platform, 2 owners of something called Go Local. So I can't wait to introduce you to them.
I'm very interested. I did meet an absolutely wonderful, talented lady in Texas, in Houston, who also has a fantastic platform that I'm smitten by, and that might be a place for us to land. I'm also looking at a platform where it's like 3-dimensional, and the spaces are, it's like walking into stadiums or into exhibit halls, and it's pretty exciting. And you can have multiple floors and a bunch of visual things that are very futuristic. I'm literally open-minded to all your feedback and suggestions as to what to do next. There is no limit. There's also no decisions that have been made on any of this. So like I've mentioned to so many of you, think of us as a blank canvas. Bring your paints and your paintbrushes. Help me paint this thing. I'm not sure what we're going to look like 6 months from now or a year from now. That's all I know. And I take all your feedback very seriously. I can't do everything that you all suggest very quickly because we're so small in staff. We can only sort of do one little thing at a time to improve the event, like weekly little fixes where we're learning as we go. But, you know, you're all amazing. And we have some of the most talented people in business that do pop in. And we do have investors starting to show up in a larger quantity than we did last year. And I'm real encouraged by that. And I think that when investors see how amazing the deal flow is here, they will show up. And hopefully we'll get a fund going, the Wednesday Ventures or Wednesday Fund, which I'm, you know, still exploring. And some of you are in conversations with me about this. You know, but I just want to end tonight because I've kept you for a long period of time again, and I so appreciate your time. Thank you for being part of this journey. Thanks for coming on the journey with me and all of you. I hope you're meeting people. I hope you'll have good outcomes from those meetings. And I'm real excited because many of you have gotten to me in the last month to say how important the people that you met here, what it meant to you and your future and your business and your aspirations. And when I hear that, that is more important than a ticket price. That's what gets me the most excited is when I hear that we're actually like doing things that are going to maybe change the planet for the good. And I wouldn't be surprised if some really amazing technologies literally spring forward out of our community. I'm looking forward to all of that. So anyways, with that said, thank you very much. I'll see you again, hopefully in a week from now. Sorry for all the emails that I send out.
Thanks, Mark.
Pleasure,
Mark.
pleasure
Good
as
night.
always. Thank you.
Good job, Mark.
We're going to talk next week about your funds. So
thank you, Mark.
Oh, Joanne, I'm glad you're on my calendar. We definitely will talk.
I've been here. Yes, I'm on your calendar next week. We'll talk about your funds.
Yay. I can't wait. Thank you, Joanne.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
You're
you.
all amazing.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Howard,
Thank you.
Howard, I'm looking forward to talking to
Bye,
you.
everyone.
All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Mark. Bye-bye.